Hey you guys, what's going on everyone? Welcome to the channel. My name is Canva. Welcome back to my tribe. Okay you guys, so I am outside. I'm not on camera, but that's okay. So I wanted to apologize for any noise, you guys. Y'all know like this is, I love being outside in my garden. So anyways, I wanted to come to you guys. As you can see on the screen, the resident that actually is under investigation, you guys, because he asked a question on Instagram regarding his organ or whatever. I guess they removed masks that they removed from a patient, and so he posted it, I guess, on Instagram and asked the question, you know, how much does it weigh? So now he's in trouble, but or at least that he has the hospital under investigation, which is probably going to trickle down to him getting in trouble. And so I just wanted to come and just drop my 2 cents on this, because the honest truth is, you guys, we so like America is so sensitive. Like, get over yourself. Like, really investigating him for what? For posting a question, not identifying the patient, not identifying the location that he's at. The only reason that we know what hospital this is at is because that's what was published. I saw the article on, hold on guys, sorry. Okay guys, I'm back. So I saw the article on New York Times. It's also, I think, on the Detroit News, and then it's circulating around online on Instagram. So that's the first place I saw it, was on Instagram, and then I went to look at the article myself, and I saw it on the New York Times. So nytimes.com, I think it is. You can go over there and check it out. You read the story for yourself. But just to give my response to it, you guys, because the truth is, like, there's been several times where as a surgical tech, you're the one, or you might be helping the resident and things like that. So you communicate a lot with the resident. So does the doctor. I'm not taking that away from their relationship, but you still become familiar with the residents and the, you know, and the students and things like that. And so the surgical tech or any other person on that surgical team at any point would have told him to stop if there was any type of patient or HIPAA violation or even hospital violation. Because back to what I said when I saw this on the Surgical Technologist Instagram channel or Instagram page, I said that because there's no HIPAA violation, there's no hospital identification, there's no way for us to really know who this person is, besides the fact that they posted it on their personal website or personal Instagram, I guess is how it was. I didn't see it on his personal page, so I'm not sure who this person is still to this day. But I do think that we're being overly sensitive to the subject, because for medical professionals and people that are curious about being medical professionals, this is a really intriguing type of conversation that should be allowed to be had. And because the times have changed, we do use social media to network and communicate with each other. And as long as it's done in a responsible and respectable manner, I don't really see why he's being investigated. I do get the fact that, you know, he brought attention to the hospital if he had already posted, or if other people knew, you know, that he was working at that hospital. But the only way, sorry you guys, somebody Brian pants, but the only way that you would even really know who this person is if an investigation is done. And that's why I think the hospitals are overly sensitive when it comes to social media, because once you put a public investigation out there, then it brings exposure and eyes on you, versus just letting it play out. And then if any backlash happens, as far as when I'm looking at this, if I'm a project manager for a social media, like as far as the hospital goes, and making sure that HIPAA violations aren't violated, or HIPAA, you know, policies aren't violated, for me, I'm looking at it like, okay, I don't see anything on the walls. I don't see anything identifying this patient. This patient doesn't know that this is their organ or whatever, unless someone else tells them that. You know, like, even if you show a person, hey, we took this 10-pound mass out of you, that person can't identify that 10-pound mass came out of them unless somebody on that surgical team tells them that mass came out of them and identified it by marketing or whatever, however they want to, you know, use it to identify that actual organ, or that specimen. But the point is that there is nothing on this picture that is identifying anything that is going to compromise the integrity of the patient care or the integrity of the hospital policies. So the hospital, I think, or whoever brought the investigation down, put exposure on themselves at this point, and now the patient may or may not choose to, sue, and you know how that goes. It just becomes extremely like messy and unnecessary at the end of the day, because me and other medical professionals and people that are intrigued, inspired by the human body and just the anatomy itself, like, yeah, how much does it weigh? Like, I can't even grow as a medical professional that may be using Instagram and maybe using social media as a way to be informed, because we do use social media as a way to be informed and to educate ourselves. I can't really use these platforms to their fullest because there's super sensitive, hypersensitive Americans out here using these times to try to make a what's the word I'm looking for, to try to use this person as an example of what not to do. And I'm pretty sure that that is exactly what's going on, because I know how the hospital works, and I know how the politics go in the hospital, and the bureaucracy is just a whole mess. And if he is a resident that somebody doesn't like, then that's really why it's being blown up, because it's normally like, if it was just on the OR team, like, this shit wouldn't even happen. It would have never even got out of the fucking room, even if he would have posted it. So it's somebody that's in that hospital that really just don't like this person. It's somebody that's just out to get this person, and they're using him as an example. I know what that's like. I know what it's like to work in a hospital that you might not be one of the top dogs. You might not run in the pack or the clique that is popular, so you won't really have the opportunity to do certain things that other people may do, because I'm pretty sure it's other people at this hospital that post certain things on social media that's getting overlooked and that is not being exposed or investigated. So at this point, I just feel like he's just being made an example of, and it's kind of sad, because at the end of the day, like I say, there's people out here that are looking to go into certain professions and to do certain things, and it looks like the hospitals or certain administrations are trying to make it to where that you can't even express your creative, like even though he's educating, but he's educating in a creative way. So it's like they're not allowing him to create in a creative, or allowing him to educate, in a creative way, by putting these type of restrictions and things on him, investigations on him, just because he asked the question about how much do you think it doesn't. He didn't ask how much it costs. He asked how much does it weigh. So it's not a Price is Right type of thing like what I've seen online. It was somebody was saying it's like a Price is Right. It's not like the Price is Right, because he didn't say how much does this organ go for or anything like that. From what I understand, he asked how much does this organ weigh, or how much does this mass, I'm sorry, not organ. He didn't ask how much does this mass / organ, because it would be an organ if it was worth anything. If it was just a regular mass or whatever, it wouldn't be anything. But if he asked the question of how much does this mass weigh, I would weigh in on that. Even as a labor and delivery surgical tech, there's been several times where we've held up a baby and said how much we think it weighs, or before the mom delivers, we assume how much the baby's gonna come out. And even if that OBGYN posts the question on her page, I'm pretty sure most of the people would engage in on that and not so much feel like, oh my God, this person is need to be investigated because they asked the question of how much does this weigh. And at the end of the day, I hope this person actually comes out on top, and that they are able to succeed successfully forward in their career as a doctor. And yeah, you guys, let me know what you think about it in the comment section below, because at this point, I'm just so over how hypersensitive Americans are. If we was in an Islamic, I see a lot of surgical techs in other countries, and they're able to post all type of stuff, which allows us to learn from that. And I think that if America would just get her hair out of her ass just a little bit and allow us a little more freedom, especially when it comes down to those hospitals and these policies. If that person is nothing on the wall, it's nothing identifying the patient, it's nothing identifying the resident or anything in this photo besides the fact that probably he posted it on another page. So you guys, instead of posting it on your personal page, go make a fictitious page and, you know, go that route and just don't post it on your personal page. But besides that, at this point, I just feel like we're just overly sensitive when it comes down to this type of information being shared. I'm glad that he shared it. I wish that I would got a chance to see it without it being edited. So anyways, you guys, I'm out. Please like, comment, share, subscribe.